We've come to Hubbard's Hill. There's a very small car park here, but we've come nice and early. There's public toilets, and that there is a cafe. It's £1 to park here all day, but like I said, it's a very small car park. I don't think you get an awful lot of people able to park here, so we're, well, probably good job we've come early. I'm saying that this is a 40-metre deep valley originally formed by torrents of glacial meltwater cutting through the chalk hills at the end of the last ice age. A beautiful site saved by the for the people of Louth in 1907 by trustees, investing money left in the will of a schoolmaster, August Pard, as a permanent reminder of his much-loved wife Annie, and their gift is commemorated by the memorial near the stepping stones. Generations have enjoyed this natural park since, and today's trustees ask you to respect at all times the natural beauty of the surroundings. And there's just a few things there for info, and I've taken a picture of the map, not that I think we'll get lost. We'll start our walk along the river. The boys can come off the leads because it's far from roads, seems quite safe.
Right.
Less peoply here, isn't it, puppies? Nice and early as well, so hopefully it'll stay less peoply. A lot of ducks. It's not very deep either, is it? Oh, we've got a little waterfall going off the end. It's not very deep. These boys had me walking around the park, as in the chalet park where we're staying, at 3:30 this morning. Yeah, and to you. 3:30 this morning because they decided they both needed poos, but of course they weren't going to do it straight away, were they? They had to make me walk around for 20 minutes beforehand. In my pyjamas and ood. Looks like there's a huge selection of trees here. Hawthorn, hornbeam. It's nice to have a big diverse amount of plant life and trees.
What are you doing?
Will you follow me? All wet now, Jimmy. He's never been the most agile, has he? Timmy's like, I don't want to do it again. Timmy! Yeah. Something tells me that's probably not real. Some sort of little Romanesque monument. Can't see what it says. Do you think that might be the monument to the people that left it? To his wife Anne and what have you, that we were saying about? It's a really pretty place. Kind of got woodland either side and then a nice path through the middle. There's an awful lot of jets going over, like sort of triangular looking jets. A good holiday, dear?
I am.
Good. Have I made you walk a lot?
Yes.
I didn't make you.
You did.
Well, you chose to do it too.
I sat in the chalet, but that would have been very happy if I sat in the chalet.
Oh, no, that would have been a bit boring.
Not for David.
No, I know, but come all this way to just sit in a chalet would be a bit sad. Some very nice trees. Pretty woodland. It's a very pretty place. Very much enjoying it, and I'm glad, touch wood, the rain has stopped. It's meant to be 26 degrees today, fingers crossed. So there was quite a heavy downpour of rain when we were leaving, enough to need the windscreen wipers on the van going. So hopefully that's done and dusted now, and we can just enjoy the rest of the day. Can I persuade you to step foot in? No. No, I cannot. We're already on the turnaround, so it's a very short walk. Not very far at all. I'm going to walk on the other side of the water now, along the field, and that'll bring us out back up by the car park, unless we wish to cross the bridge again, because there's loads of little bridges, and then walk back through the woody bit. I've come over to this side now. Little mosaic floor. Everything is very muddy. I think it's probably at some point maybe a water fountain. You wouldn't want to drink from that now. And then it's just saying about the person who gave the land to the council. Yeah, so it could benefit the people from 1907, the residents. Then you've got the trustees. We've now driven into Louth itself, which is actually only about a mile and a bit away from where we were parked. Lee's on to get a ticket. We found there is a very short stay car park, which is about an hour, and then there's this one which is pay and display. I don't know what road it's on. If I can work out what road it's on, I'll stick some info over here. I would point, but I've got my hands full of dog. So Lee's just said it's £1.50 for 2 hours. Do you know what the car park's called? Car park. Just called car park apparently. Bob. We'll just call it Bob. The Bob car park. Oh, I will try and find the road. Oh look, I'm doing maypole dancing with the dogs. I think we're going to try this place for a coffee. Well, for a cup of tea for me. Apparently it is dog friendly. They've got dog biscuits in there. There's an outdoor covered seating area. Well, that's good. We've had a lovely cup of tea and cake. This looks like an old train station. It's called the Yorkshire Trading Company, but I don't know what it was originally. Lee's having a look around the charity shops, but it's just too busy for these boys. So we're heading towards the absolutely beautiful church, which is up there. This was the first thing we saw as we drove in. And the horizon. Beautiful building. Lee said it looked like a rocket about to take off. Such a beautiful building. And there's so many little alleyways as well with really old structures. Some not so old. All different dates to it. To different periods. Real mishmash of buildings. Hopefully Lee will find us. There's something very noisy behind me. I'm not quite sure what it is. Wonderful cobbled roads. A nice Tudor building there. Look at those chimneys. What does this say? The Lincolnshire Rising began in this church on the 1st of October 1536. For his part in it, the vicar was hanged, drawn and quartered at Tyburn on the 25th of March 1537. Not a good year for him then, was it? This is called St James's Church. Look at all the little details. So much quieter here. I'm really not sure what that statue's for. I can't see anything that tells you either. Lee and I are feeling a bit miffed, aren't we, dear?
We are indeed.
We are indeed. So I'm going to include a photo in here. And yes, technically, we were in breach of parking regulations because we were over the line. But you'll see by the photo that the car next to us was also on the line, diagonally in their box, which meant we parked slightly, well, we parked diagonally as well, so that they could have more space, so that we could get out of the van door, well, Lee could get out of the van door, and we were deliberately on the end of a row, so we were not going to be affecting any other parking spaces. So I allowed for that extra space without any worry. We came back to a parking fine. So there we go. I mean, I know technically we were in the wrong, so I can't say anything about it, but I will try. And I had a ticket, yeah, and there was the car that was parked diagonally next to us didn't actually have a valid parking that you buy at the meter ticket, so I don't know how it got away with that. We did actually have a ticket in our window, but there you go. So if I pay it, it'll be £25. If I leave it over 14 days, and it'll be £50, but I would like to contest it. I've taken a photo to explain the situation and the fact that we were not using any more than our one bay, and so we were not going to affect anybody else who was trying to park in that car park.
And you actually parked in the bay as well. The car across us didn't even have a bay to park.
Oh yeah, and there was a car over from us that wasn't even in a bay. It was squeezed into a corner, and they didn't have a parking fine. So I don't know. I think there was a ticket warden wandering around with no tickets to give out, and decided that he would do that to us. I did see him wandering around, to be fair. Just a job's worth, I think. I mean, if I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and I admit I was over the bay, so technically, letter of the law, I was in the wrong. But you would think that they would look at that and go, do you know what, they're not infringing on anyone else, and actually you can see the car next to them is parked diagonally. But never mind, I'll see if they take away the fine, and if they don't, then they don't. But it's just seems like, you know, when you go into a little town, you know, paying your money into the local community, and someone from the council there is being a real job's worth, to be honest, real job's worth, and going, oh well, technically they are out of the bay, so therefore I must give them a ticket, regardless of the fact that it doesn't affect anybody else and nobody else is affected from parking. But anyway, I'm not going to moan about it anymore. I'm just going to move on. We are now heading off to go and see the tank that we were walking to go and see. There's a tank on a beach. It's all rusty and I don't know how much of it is there. But we were going to see this when we were walking along the beach the other day. But the wind was so windy, and we'd done a lot of walking the day before, so our legs were so achy that we turned around and came back. So we're going to go and see it now. We've parked up at the car park near it. And then we'll go home for a cup of tea. What is it? You know that dogs are not cats, don't you?
I don't know what they are.
Link just thinks he's a baby.
Maybe he identifies as a cat.
Maybe. He is a scaredy cat, so maybe. What are you saying these are, dear?
These are makeshift bridges that they put down so the tanks can get over.
Oh, I see.
Yes, it's metal.
Under the ground is, so it's all like linked together, like caterpillar tracks would be.
Otherwise, the track would be the tanks and stuff would have just sunk into the dunes.
Oh, that's probably how it got onto the beach then.
Yep.
I wonder how a tank would get onto the beach. Well, I am glad that we didn't continue walking all the way. There's not a lot of it left, and you can't even see Mablethorpe in the distance, so we would have had quite a trek more to go than we did when we turned around. We thought we were about, well, maybe a third of the way there, but, well, 2/3 of the way there I thought. I think it would have been a lot longer, to be honest. Anyway, we're here now. We took the easy route via the car park, and that there is the Shell. Bit of a fixer-upper. Everything's so rusted that it's like rusted itself together. Anyone able to say what these parts are? Are these some sort of shock absorbers or something? I know what this bit is. It's got the teeth where the top would have turned round with the gun on it. And would that have been some sort of control box or something?
It's probably where the controls would have been.
What, the bit in the middle here? This section?
So I'm not sure whether they've taken off what they need to take off or
What we just said that is there, Lee? That's some sort of drive shaft, isn't it?
That'd be the cylinders.
The cylinders there. Is that where the engine would be?
That's where the engine would have been. Those are the cylinders that go up and down.
Cool.
Squeeze, bang, blow.
Absolutely. What you just said. Was the engine at the front?
That'll be the front, because that's the panel. Yes, that's where the driver is sat.
Yeah. We've got a little porthole here.
Yeah.
That being to sort of, it's well and truly rusted shut. With the guns sticking out of there.
Someone driving it, see where they're going.
Oh, that's the point. Oh yeah, because the driver's cab would have been in there, wouldn't it?
Yep.
In the front. Don't drink that water, please. It's very salty. Just offered you a drink. What would this bit have been? Part of a drive shaft, maybe? No? Or one of these beams that would have gone across here, maybe?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, no wheels. There's a bit of a wheel there that Caterpillar tracks would have gone on. And then we've got the bolts. One of the bolts there. And then this panel. Yeah.
That's how thick the armour is.
So yeah, so that would have been, you know, if it was shot at or anything, that's pretty solid, isn't it? Lead panelling, is it? No, lead's soft, isn't it? No.
That's not lead.
What would you say that is? Steel?
Yeah, stainless steel. It looks like it.
But yeah, you can see how thick it is to protect everything. Oh, look, we've got a razor fish in there. Oop. Can't get it out. It's a razor fishling. Are you going to play with that? Go on then, you have that. It's no longer a razor fish. You're just going to go and chew it up, aren't you? Yes. No, I'm just going to put it there. Hi. Got my crew. What's the time, love?
Dinner time.
Dinner time, what's that?
10 to 5.
10 to 5. We've decided we want dinner. So, we are going to the place literally just over here. That, over there, that serves food. Hasn't been open yet. So we're going to go and try it. If we can find the way in. Cedars, there we go. Round this way. This is the on-site restaurant, and we've been told by somebody it's very, very good. So we'll go in and see what we think. They let dogs in, so that's good. Good? Is that good? I'll try a bit, yeah. What's on your pizza? Mushrooms,
pepperoni, and the most important item
Donomy.
is donomy.
And the biggest bangers mash gravy and peas I ever did see. We've got dessert trays up there, Lee.
Flavour, or do you just want the same flavours as
Just
that?
say flavour as that, please.
I don't know if this is going to show up. It's like a massive, huge, moated castle with a hole under there like a basement, and I'm going to step over the moated wall, and then we've got another wall here with, is it crenellation? Is that the word I'm looking for? As you can tell, it's quite late, it's dark, and we are, well, we've just been for ice cream.